Hi, I'm Kezia Samuel, Chief Market Strategist, with a quick take on what happened in the markets in the second quarter of 2025. It was anything but a quiet quarter. The S&P 500 made a dramatic comeback to close June at all-time new record highs as trade and tariff tensions, they backed off a little bit. We also saw retail investors coming and buying the dip. Companies' earnings were solid, and companies also were buying back their own shares as prices dropped. But not all stocks participated in this comeback equally. From the April 8th lows through closing June, the S&P 500 is up nearly 25%, but it was technology that did the heavy work. Technology and AI stocks, and more concentrated in this handful of AI companies that we've talked about in the past, called the Mag 7, were really the drivers of the returns in the second quarter. More defensive sectors that typically pay a dividend, like healthcare and utilities, they were positive, but they did not have the same returns in comparison to the AI stocks. But investors don't just own stocks in their portfolios. Even a globally diversified 60-40, we call that moderate risk portfolio, was up nearly 9% for the quarter as global stocks also hit record highs and global bonds were positive. International stocks once again beat out the US both for the quarter and for the year, as stocks in Europe have benefited from defense spending as well as infrastructure spending. Stocks in China, on the deal that US and China have been working on, have pushed emerging markets higher. And last but not least, a weaker dollar has really helped international stocks outperform the US counterparts. Bonds also had a reasonable quarter as interest rates fell, and the Fed has held interest rates steady. And last but not least, gold once again having a strong quarter as central banks have continued their purchases, up nearly 25% for the year. Overall, the second quarter was perhaps just as shaky as the first one, but with a better outcome for many investors given these strong returns. As investors, we often focus on all the things that could go wrong at the cost of forgetting sometimes what could go right. Now, the second half of 2025 likely will hold its own new set of challenges, but if you're an investor and you have a financial plan that's built to address the good, the bad, the ugly, and having a diversified portfolio should help you navigate the next set of unknowns. Till next time, I'm Kezia Samuel.